Okay, folks, first things first, get all your material together, and the first thing is to clean all these containers, although you're going to buy them, but sterilize them, wash them, and sterilize them again, and let them ready to go. So now here, I have all the ingredients I'm going to be using. They're all ready to go. Alrighty? So now, I'm going to go to the stove and show you in portions and how to prepare it. This here is cocoa butter, and the recipe takes about 30 grams of cocoa butter, okay? So I calculate, I'm not going to measure or weigh it, I just calculate this is 30 grams. And it takes about 10 grams of beeswax. But the clump here is too big, so I kind of calculate to get a little piece of it, and that will be about 10 grams. I have no idea the measurement in the American measurements. So I'll get a knife and cut it, because the wax is kind of, it's 100% natural beeswax. Okay, you guys gonna love this. And it's set up in bain marie, as they call it, and everything has to melt together. So everything that needs to be melted is gonna be melted first. A little piece more. I'm used to making those things, so it's very easy for me just by eye to see and say how much it is. So now I'll let these melt first. When this is melted, I'm going to add all the other oils. Okay, as I said, 30 grams of beeswax and 10 grams of, 30 grams of cacao butter and 10 grams of beeswax. And that's what it looks like when it's melted. Now I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients. I'll start with the grapeseed oil, and just grapeseed oil. Okay, grapeseed oil. Here you go, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Okay, and now we're going to be putting in jojoba oil. Try to get them as natural as possible. I forgot that they have still the lid on. I have to take that, protection. And in there I'm going to be putting a nice spoon. Jojoba oil is very strong, but it's very good for your skin. And then I'm going to add avocado oil, okay, in which I'm also taking the seal off. There you go, protection seal. And here I am adding 4 tablespoons. There you go. As you can see, everything is going to be melted together. They all have to have the same temperature. And this is apricot oil, in which I add 1, 2. Now I will add almond oil. Okay. It's an excellent oil for the skin. 2, I'll put 3 in there. There you go. Those were the oils, and now coconut oil. You love that. And this coconut oil is the same coconut oil I use at the house, and I use at the clinic for massages, and it's also the same coconut oil I use for cooking. 1, 2, 3. That sounds good. Okay. This is the recipe for one nice portion, and it's 10 grams of natural beeswax, 30 grams of cocoa butter, 2 tablespoons of almond oil, 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 4 tablespoons of rose water, in which are going to be heated after all this concoction is melted together. And once I take it off the heat, I will add 1 tablespoon of vegetable glycerin. There you go. And this is the rose water, in which is also edible. So now my concoction is all warmed up. I'm going to take that off the heat and show the next step. Okay, so just to let you guys look at it and see now it's no clouds in there, everything is smooth and one temperature, everything is ready to go for the emulsion. Just wanted to let you guys know the recipe I gave you is for 1 serving of cream. This year I'm making a big batch, so usually I play a lot with the oils I have, and sometimes I add and subtract other things too. So with time you get used to it and you start playing with it yourself. So now next step, I'll take it off the heat. Taking it off the heat and comes into the sink. Alrighty? So here I'm adding the extra spoon of the glycerin, as you can see. There you go. And now I'm gonna take my my hand mixer and show you how to blend all this until it turns into a cream. While you are dissolving or melting stuff, just watch that the water doesn't boil. It doesn't need to be hot. As long as it's melting easy and without heating them up too much, because otherwise you kind of destroy the properties of the oil. Here you go. This one is ready to go. While I have already my hand mixer ready, I'm gonna start adding my rose water, in which is gonna be this little spoon. There you go. Kind of dry it off from the oils. No oils on that one. And I'm gonna add, for every 2 spoons of oil, I'm gonna add 1 measure of the rose water. And the rose water, just to make sure, don't let it heat to the point that it's gonna be warmer than the oils. So you have to kind of figure out what's the temperature, and then from there start adding little by little. I'll show you guys, but make sure that you go all the way to the low in temperature and don't let it smoke or boil or cook, otherwise you destroy it. So now I'm armed with both. Okay, you have to little by little add the rose water to the melted oils, in which I start in a slow mixing, and then I start adding little by little the rose water until the whole thing turns into a nice soft cream. Hey folks, sometimes you have to cheat a little bit, because if the temperature is too high, I mean it's hot, the weather I'm talking, I usually put it in water and some ice. It helps to, as you can see, it's getting creamy. But if it's too hot out there, it doesn't really want to, you know, get thick enough. The problem is that I don't use any preserves or emulsion powders or anything like that. I make it be or turn into a cream by beating it. Okay. Okay, folks, this is the product, and once you put it in the containers, you have to keep it in the fridge, and sometimes during the summer season you cannot really get it thick the way you want it, but that's okay. As long as you keep it in the fridge, it will always stay nice and very creamy. As soon as it hits the palm of your hand, it will kind of melt, and you just put it on your face. That's it. There you go. That's how it looks, and you just put a nice lid on and just keep it in the fridge, and get yourself a little spatula and remove every day a little bit, as much as you're going to use for your face. That's it. Okay, these recipes you can find on www.naturavitaeholistica.com, and I'm going to be kind of make copies and place there also the face cream, a lip balm recipe, and a body lotion recipe like these, so you guys can also read yourselves to it. Okay, thank you.